best in WA gaming is on show here today at the Perth Town Hall. From the latest developments in PC and mobile entertainment to more traditional pursuits, there is something here for the whole family. How did this festival come to be?
A few years ago, our previous operations manager for our main group, Let's Make Games, Anthony Sweet, was running a yearly get-together of game developers, and we decided we needed to grow it up a bit bigger. So 3 years ago, he created the first Perth Games Festival. We ran it here in the town hall, had about similar numbers, much less developers, and kind of took it up from there and slowly grown the event.
And what can you tell us about the WA gaming industry at the moment?
It's in an interesting place. This year's seen a lot of major developments. We've seen multiple developers release their games on console for the first time, which is excellent. We've also seen Stirfire gain investment funding and work towards getting a PSVR release title, which is really good to see. And more people are finding their feet. Also the SK and FTI Level 1 space was a great working place for developers and still is, just a bit smaller in the Perth State Library. We're trying to figure out which way we're going. Everyone's doing their own solutions, trying to figure out what works. And a lot of us just want to work on games as much as we can. So hopefully soon we'll end up seeing more people being able to be hired and work on games with other people.
And why is the gaming industry important?
It's very important because it's a creative outlet that you can't really find in other forms. Because games come together, not only the artistic measure, but also the programming, the creative game design required, etc. It pulls in so many skills, either from a group of people or one person with a very unique vision. It just gives a lot of people that amazing outlet to create something which is unlike any other form we have. And people want to do it here in Perth, which is great to see. They don't want to all go to Melbourne. They want to stay here, take it the Perth way and do what they can. So we're seeing people like Oscar with his World's Fastest Pizza and his space game at the moment. People like Byte Sprite with their multiplayer title. Stirfire making their Symphony of the Machine game. So it's really good. We're seeing all these different outlets, different ideas, and that's what games allow them to do. Allow people to just do so much.
The festival is our way of showcasing all the games that are made in Western Australia, because there's actually a lot going on in terms of people making games for fun or for art or for serious learning purposes, and we'd really like to share that with the wider community and get other people involved in making their own games for whatever reasons they like.
And were there any standout games today that you can think of?
Oh, there's a lot of really good games actually. It kind of depends on the experience you want. We have quite a few virtual reality setups which are great. People can put on their headsets and get involved in the world. Symphony of the Machine by Stirfire is a really good one for that. They have a puzzle game where you control the weather, which is quite interesting. I saw a little kid up playing it before. He was trying to interact with all the things like it was the real world, which was quite exciting. Another good one is Bramble Lash, which is a 2-player game. It looks really nice. It's sort of top-notch quality. I'd really recommend it.
What more can you tell us about the Perth game scene and how it's been, progressing recently compared to other places in Australia and around the world?
In Australia, the games industry is also actually quite well connected. Everyone likes to see what people are doing. Compared to, say, the eastern states, we've got a lot of smaller studios or 1 or 2 person teams, but there's a lot of developers actually working away behind the scenes for whatever reason they like, be it to have fun or for work.
Why do you love games?
I like the experiences, both that you can play yourself and that you can help convey to other people. So you just can create whole worlds and everyone can have fun together through games in whatever kind of format you want, whether it's tabletop games or PC, mobile, virtual reality. There's a lot of options out there and you can share it with other people.
Can you tell us about your game that we have here?
This game is Corporate Combat. It's a side-view fighting game set in an office space. The idea being you can sort of beat up your employee or your manager or just anyone from your workforce really without the need for faces and recognizable aspects. So that's why I have the red and the blue characters.
What are some stereotypes about the gaming industry that aren't true or you'd like to address?
It's not just one button. You don't just click it and you make a game. It's a lot of work involved, a lot of testing, a lot of bugs, a lot of long nights, sleepless nights. But also it's very rewarding at the end. Like you see today people playing a game and just have that sense of just pride, I guess, with the work. So it's worth it.
What do you think of the event today?
I think it's great. It's really enjoyable for family and friends and it's just non-stop fun. Okay.
And how did you find out about the event?
I heard from a friend who heard from another friend. So I think the word of the actual event is spreading really far. And I think it's going to gain more attention.
It was actually from a friend a couple of weeks ago. I went to visit him and he happens to have one of the games on display here. I haven't been to a game festival in Perth for probably 10 years.
And what do you think of the event overall from what you've seen?
Pretty good. It's good to see all the Perth developers showing off their stuff. There's some interesting games around.
Seeing some of the really unique and exciting games that some of the young people here are coming up with, there's some really great stuff here. We had a great look around. We've taken turns sort of going around and having a look, and yeah, there's some great new talent in Perth games development.
And what do you think about WA gaming industry at the moment?
I think it's really taking off. There's a lot of exciting things happening. I think VR is a really big sort of new potential medium that's going to be sort of growing, and to see some guys getting into that already is really exciting.
From the Perth Game Festival 2016, I'm Elise Van Aken for Undercurrent.